Good evening and welcome to Third Thursday at the Red Pipes Cafe in Forest Hills. I'm so glad you can be with us today. And if you're not familiar with what we're doing here, we're providing music to the Forest Hills community. We're having fun, basically. That's what it's all about. And I've been instructed by the august owner of this institution that we're having fun. So we are having fun. We are having fun. And that's what we like to do. My name is Joel Landy. I'm the host of a television show called Songs of Freedom Television. And what we do here in Songs of Freedom is we celebrate the dignity of the human struggle. We've been doing it since 1996, and we continue to do it as we move forward. But fun is definitely part of the package. But let's get down to it. So let me start off. Basically what we do is we go around. So I'll introduce a couple of songs, and then we'll each come up and do a couple of songs, and we'll go around until the time provides it for us to leave. Okay? Excellent. So if you've been reading the newspaper, or if you've had your radio and television on the past couple of weeks, since Election Day, there's no avoiding the name George Santos, is there? And now, and we're in Queens, and parts of Long Island are represented or misrepresented by George Santos, if that is his name. Remember, I don't know how old you are, but back in the 1960s, there was a movie called Georgie Girl, and there was a song by the New Seekers, Hey There, Georgie Girl. Well, only the words have been changed to protect everybody else. Hey there, Georgie boy, telling all your lies so fancy, hoping people never see the fraud that you really are. No fooling, hey there, Georgie boy, even your Republican side allies, they think you should just resign. Your fiction is too bizarre. You're always storytelling and selling what is not true. Something is smelling, and it is you. A little bit, hey there, Georgie boy, playing volleyball and voters too. They know what you can do. Step aside and you set them free. Then the world would see no more Georgie boy. Hey there, Georgie boy, with a resume that's full of lies. Life is never a surprise. The questions come hard and fast. The media will hound you and drag you down. It will sting. It's time for you to do the right thing. You little there, Georgie boy, playing volleyball and voters too. They know what you can do. Step aside and you set them free. Then the world will see no more Georgie boy. We say Georgie boy, go away Georgie boy. Leave now Georgie boy. And how? Georgie boy. That's right. Maybe we should submit that one to Stephen Colbert. Oh, but we're not finished with Georgie yet. Now, do you remember, maybe you're old enough to remember the old Castro convertible commercials? They had that jingle that was a real earworm that it's really hard to get out of your head. And if it was never in your head, allow me to put it there. With no words, of course. So, and it goes like this. What about his resume? It's George Santos. You can't believe the thing he'd say. It's George Santos who betrayed the people's will, who passed bad checks in Brazil, but who is in our Congress still. It's George Santos who did not attend Baruch. It's George Santos, and who's been acting like a kook. It's George Santos who disregards the campaign laws, but they are not his only flaws. We don't believe in Santa's Claus. He's George Santos, who lied and said he was a Jew. It's George Santos and never went to NYU. It's George Santos, whose finance is a mystery, just like his marriage history. Who doesn't own a property? It's George Santos, this Trump-inspired miscreant. He's George Santos, an alternate fact deviant. He's George Santos, who's wrong and lousy to the core, whose district won't take any more, who won't survive till 24. It's George Santos. Now here's a tune that was written in 1923 by a gentleman named Jimmy Collins, and it was made famous by the great Bessie Smith a few years later. A number of artists have recorded this. I became familiar with the Eric Clapton version. Life as a billionaire, spend and make money and not have to care, deciding what happens because I'm the boss. While workers and planets are paying the cost. Then I bought Twitter. Oh God, that was a mistake. My Tesla's stock's dropping, oh what a headache. 44 billion went up in the smoke. Now my name is an icon, becoming a joke. And nobody loves you when you're up and in. Just because I own your data, people think I am like Darth Vader. Some folks say I'm too dramatic. Other ways are too autocratic. Time to grow some thicker skin, 'cause nobody loves you when you're a man in mode. Oh, nobody loves you when you're up and in. Everybody knows my face, but some would rather see it in outer space. But accept it, I am here to stay. Me and my money, we won't go away. So here on earth, we will give it a spin, 'cause nobody loves you. Nobody loves you. Oh, nobody loves you when you're up and in. Have you guessed his name yet? I think we all know who he is. Okay, so So let's start introducing other people to this stage.
My name is John Anzalone. I'm going to be playing a piece on Persian sitar. I can't forget that the organization, Music for Dignity.
Well, we've been saying we've been celebrating the dignity of human struggle. We've had interviews and we have rather, I would say, political music. Some people would say it's something else, but I'd rather say it's political.
This is the Persian sitar. Of course, there is a struggle ongoing in Iran right now.
People's music, that's what we just did.
People's music. Playing an instrument from Iran can't pass that there is an ongoing struggle for freedom in Iran, the women's movement. So I want to acknowledge that and celebrate Jin Jian Azadi, which is women, life, freedom.
myself to you. I'm gonna mail myself to you. Stick 2 stamps on top of my head. I'm gonna mail myself to you. That's the chorus, you can sing along. I'm gonna wrap myself in paper. I'm gonna dab myself with glue. Stick 2 stamps on top of my head. I'm gonna mail myself to you. I'm gonna mail myself to you. I'm gonna mail myself to you. Stick 2 stamps on top of my head. I'm gonna mail myself to you. I'm gonna tie me up in a bowstring. I'm gonna tie blue ribbons too. I'm gonna climb up in my mailbox. I'm gonna mail myself to you. I'm gonna mail myself to you. I'm gonna mail myself to you. Stick 2 stamps on top of my head. I'm gonna mail myself to you. When you get your nice brown package, pull the string and let me out. Fill me full of ice cream soda, stick some bubble gum in my mouth. I'm gonna mail myself to you. I'm gonna mail myself to you. Stick 2 stamps on top of my head. I'm gonna mail myself to you. Take the glue off of my fingers. Take the stamps off of my head. Fill me full of ice cream soda. Stick me in my nice warm bed. I'm gonna mail myself to you. I'm gonna mail myself to you. Take 2 stamps on top of my head. I'm gonna mail myself to you. And the grandkids will learn to sing, and that's going to be great. So we're going to have a little chorus going forward anyway, I hope. Want to go over there?
Is there anything special you did to spoil them? Because we spoil grandkids, right?
Nah, I'm not allowed to spoil them. They got a pretty, if you've heard of the Asian tiger mother, well, this is she's Zimbabwean, but Zimbabwean tiger mother is highly disciplined. The kids are amazingly well behaved and not allowed to squabble. It's kind of amazing. When I look back at my childhood, this is a nice day. But, hey, anyway, they like listening to Grandpa, so that's great. And this one's got a chorus too, and it goes very simple. Froggy went a-courting and he did right. Froggy went a-courting and he did right. Froggy went a-courting and he did right. Sword and pistol by his side. He went up to Miss Mousie's door. He went up to Miss Mousie's door. He went up to Miss Mousie's door where he had been many times before. He said, Miss Mouse, are you within? He said, Miss Mouse, are you within? He said, Miss Mouse, are you within? Oh, yes, kind sir, I sit and I spin. He took Miss Mouse upon his knee. He took Miss Mouse upon his knee. He took Miss Mouse upon his knee. He said, Missy Mouse, will you marry me? Without my Uncle Rat's consent, oh no. Without my Uncle Rat's consent, oh no. Without my Uncle Rat's consent, I would not marry the president. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Old Uncle Rat laughed and he shook his fat sides. Old Uncle Rat laughed and he shook his fat sides. Uncle Rat laughed and he shook his fat sides and think his niece would be a bride. Uncle Rat gave his consent. Uncle Rat gave his consent. Uncle Rat gave his consent and the weasel wrote the publishment. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Old Uncle Rat went into town. Uh-huh. Old Uncle Rat went into town. Uh-huh. Uncle Rat went into town to buy his niece a wedding gown. Uh-huh, uh-huh, uh-huh. And where will the wedding breakfast be? Uh-huh. Where will the wedding breakfast be? Uh-huh. Where will the wedding breakfast be? Way down yonder in a hollow tree. Uh-huh. 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 And what will the wedding breakfast be? Uh-huh. What will the wedding breakfast be? Uh-huh. What will the wedding breakfast be? 2 green beans and a black-eyed pea. Uh-huh. 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 First come in was a flying moth. Uh-huh. First come in was a flying moth. Uh-huh. First come in was a flying moth, and they laid out the tablecloth. Uh-huh. 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 Next come in was a bumblebee. Uh-huh. Next come in was a bumblebee. Uh-huh. Next come in was a bumblebee playing a banjo on his knee. Uh-huh. 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 Last come in was a Junie bug. Uh-huh. Last come in was a Junie bug. Uh-huh. Last come in was a Junie bug. He brought some whiskey in a big black jug. Uh-huh. 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 They all went sailing across the lake. Uh-huh. They all went sailing across the lake. Uh-huh. They all went sailing across the lake till they got swallowed up by a big black snake. Uh-huh. 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 There's bread and cheese upon the shelf. Uh-huh. There's bread and cheese upon the shelf. Uh-huh. There's bread and cheese upon the shelf. If you want any more, you can sing it yourself. Uh-huh.
Yay! Thank you, Joe. We need some. Well, I wanted to make you feel special. You told me I made you feel cheap when you look at yourself in the morning and the company you choose to keep. But I'm better off without you, babe. Oh, you hurt me to the core. It's sad, but it's the best thing. That's what love is for. Oh yeah, that's what love is for. Stressed out in the daytime, it's hard to sleep at night. Ain't no sense in you denying something's wrong when it ain't right. I still miss you in the morning, but it was unhealthy anymore. Sure would love to see you strong, babe. That's what love is for. Oh yeah, that's what love is for. And it's hard to hide my feelings. Oh, you hurt me, that's for sure. Yes, but I'll learn to let it go, babe. That's what love is for. That's what love is for. Oh yeah, that's what love is for. When you hustle to your job, babe, and you're riding on the train, best of everybody pumps like blood through all your veins. You know, it's in your mind, babe. Friends are strangers at your door. Find the strength to carry on, babe. That's what love is for. Oh yeah, that's what love is for. That's what love is for. Love yourself, baby. You gotta love yourself, baby. Learn to like yourself, baby. Then you can love yourself, baby. Love yourself, baby. That's what love is for. Oh yeah. That's what love is for. Ah, that's what love is for. That's what love is for. Indeed. So we do this. Hi there. We do this at the Red Pipes Cafe, the third Thursday of the month. So any year, any month, you look at a calendar and count 3 Thursdays. We'll be here between 6:30 and 8:30 New York time. And I'm Joel Landy. This is John. And we had Destiny tonight. We had Joe. Amy is here. Ed is here. And thanks to Ofer and the Red Pipes group for making us feel so welcome and comfortable this evening. And join us, and sing along, and we'll see you next time on Songs of Freedom Television. Good night.